Hello everyone and welcome to Tonic Live with me, Owain.
Me, Alison.
Me, Daniel.
Hello everyone, it's Tonic Live with me, Owain.
Me, Alison.
Me, Daniel.
Hello everyone, hope you're all okay. And there you go, Alison. It's the check that I've given you. No,
I've had a pay rise.
she's finally got that pay rise. No, it's the charity check for a little while back. We did a workshop in Bridgend, and we invited crafters from all over the country, Tonic fans and designers and everyone like that. And
We had international fans.
international Sabine, you know who you are. And it was a great day. Like me and Dan were there too, but the girls made it. They organised all this workshop, and there was loads and loads going on, and we had a little stall and things, and we had food and tea, and it was brilliant. It was awesome, and we raised quite a bit of cash. So
This is the amount that you raised for that day. So we raised £4,601.62. So thank you so much, everybody. All this has gone off to Marie Curie, and I'm sure it's already being put to good use.
I'm sure it is awesome cause, and like I say, everyone knows someone who was affected by cancer in that way. So
exactly.
it's brilliant, and thank you so much to everyone who donated, because so many of you are so generous. And even if you couldn't donate, just thank you for your support and and turning up on the day and doing it, because it was.
Well, even by turning up on the day, you supported.
Because all the fees for the tickets just went.
Yeah.
So brilliant. Thank you so much, everyone, and that's the giant check.
That is the full amount.
That's the full amount.
Thank you. Thank you
so
again.
much. So that is. That's something that happened a little while ago. Today we're looking forward, and we're looking to Friday, and we've got a brand new die set. So Tonic Live, by the way, for your first time joining us, it's a live stream at Tonic Studios HQ, which is Tonic Studios, the craft brand. Underneath the umbrella of Tonic Studios, you have Nuvo. If you've ever seen a crystal drop, that's us. If you've ever seen a embossing folder, that's us. If you've ever seen Craft Perfect cardstock, that's Tonic too. There's loads of stuff that we've done with tools. We've worked with Tim Holtz. On a load of scissors, stamp platform, glass mat,
scissors, pokey tools,
pens, Nuvo pens, all the aquaflows, hybrid inks, Nuvo Deluxe adhesive.
Yes, and we're famous for that.
A really seen Nuvo Deluxe adhesive,
it's in stock.
It's in stock. So get on the website now.
Don't go yet.
Watch it after. It'll still be there. But that's loads about what we do in Tonic, and this is a live stream at Tonic HQ, where what we do is we do a demo every Wednesday, just as something we're excited about, something that's maybe looking forward to, or something that you've requested as a tutorial, and then we just go through it. You can ask your questions as it's a live stream, so if you have any elements of this tutorial now, just ask. Don't be afraid. There's no such thing as a silly question in crafting or any sort of thing like that. You're always better asking, and then and then you can go on your own crafty journey then and take it with it. And we were talking a little bit just before this about like mantras and stuff, which we'll come on to in a little bit. But we'll talk about what are we launching on Friday. So it's on Friday.
What are we launching? We have our decorative circles range. Now there's 3 sets in this range. So the first one is the one I've used today, and this is our botanical blossom. So there are 6 dies. There's different dies in each range, but there are 6 in this range, and I'll show you exactly what they come like and how to use them as we go along anyway. So that's your first one. So you've got a beautiful leafy design. You've also got some lovely dragonflies. So that's a must-have, I think, for your crafty bash. Then you've got Butterfly Garden. So again, it's very decorative, very, very pretty. If you love your florals and your butterflies, then again, it's going to be a must for you. That one also has 6 dies in that set. So your last one then, this is our Floral Flourish, and this is purely flowers. So again, any of these at any occasion, whatever occasion you want to make them. So this one, actually it also has 6 dies. I was thinking this one was different, but it's not. So I'll open one up and you can see then exactly how the dies are.
You're getting a lot of difference. Another one of those sets with loads of different parts which you're going to be able to use either as one, as you're going to see this project, or you can use them on your cards to create, well, you're going to do shape cards or however you want to do them, whether they be in the corner sort of things you want to do, or little backgrounds or things like that. And we're going to see some of that today. But yeah, there's so many different bits that when you buy a set like this, it's just going to expand across your die set. It's going to, you know, increase your portfolio like that. So
but each of the dies in the set as well, each set will mix and match. So you could say use the leaves from this one with the flowers from this one with the butterfly dies from this one. This is totally mix and match, so you are going to get a lot for your money here. So this is how your die set comes to you, and if I take it apart then you can see how it works. So your outer die is your decorative edge. So this one, if I turn it over there, you can see you've got a lovely, very, very fine featured decorative edge around the edges. And they all have that. Every one of them has a beautiful edge. So that's your first die. Your second die then is your circle die. So I haven't used this at all today, saying that. I was going to say I had, but I haven't. But this will either cut an aperture into your outer ring, it will cut the shape for your pattern die, entirely up to you, or use them completely on their own. Each one of these has a different pattern. So one has a stitched effect, one has a dot effect, and one is plain. Your next one then, it comes in two halves. So this is where I'm saying you can mix and match. This tape is so good. We really need this in the crafting world. So they come in two halves, so you either use one, which you could do, say, imagine now this is your front of your card. So you've cut your circle, you're going to cut this into the side, and you just want a sentiment here. That could be all you want to do, and that would be beautiful in its own right. But you can add as much or as little as you like. You can put the two sides in, and then you can put a sentiment across the middle or down the centre, whatever you fancy.
Yeah, as I said, you know, Sue would agree that, you know, it does expand your portfolio in what you've got and your dies that you've got here. So lots there. Sharon's asking, will these fit in a cuttlebug?
No, they won't, I'm afraid. They're a little bit too big for a cuttlebug. I'll give you a measurement now on the largest. To go with this then, we have a Dragonfly with a base plate. With the butterfly one, you've got a butterfly in a base plate, and the floral one has two flowers just in the centre.
Just needs to match this. It's like an up-to-date of the semi dies we did.
It is.
It is a modern take on that, because yeah, the semi dies were a similar concept where you would have these halves and they would fit in. They were kind of fairies, weren't they? I think they were.
We had fairies. We had. Oh gosh, we had a lady blowing a butterfly or a flower, whatever she had in her hand. We had some swirly ones because we had one before the fairies. Yeah. So this is the third range of this.
Like Joseph, they wouldn't fit in a big shot.
They won't fit in a big shot either, I'm afraid, because this is measuring just under 6.5 inches. I got a feeling the big shot is 6 inches, but you can correct me on that one. So saying that, you will need a bigger machine.
Yeah, an A4 machine. I just wanted to say, a happy birthday. I know we said on the daily this morning, but happy birthday,
Happy
Catherine.
birthday, Catherine.
Yeah, awesome. One of our Tonic top fans. Happy birthday. Hope you're all right, Catherine. Yeah, you deserve a really happy day. And Emma Wilkes as well. She's
happy birthday, Emma.
It's an anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary.
I just led you that way then. But yeah, it's an anniversary, and yeah, happy anniversary, Emma.
Hope you have many years.
Hope your hubby takes you somewhere nice.
Oh yeah. Right then, so what I'm going to do, I haven't even shown you the card yet, have I? I better show you the card. So this is what we're going to make today. And you know I always tell you I don't colour. And I don't colour often. But I kind of want to get into colouring. So I'm doing it as a beginner, the same as some of you. And I'm going to show you some really easy tips as to how I have done it. I've got our Nouveau pens here, our alcohol markers, and I've also got some hybrid inks. So I'm sure a lot of you have got something like this at home. Get them out, have a play. It's not always about being the best in everything. It's about enjoyment, crafting is. That's why you started doing it, because you enjoyed doing it.
Try and hone in on that. Like when you are crafting and things like that, because I find it in other things that I do, is just hone in on the fact that you enjoy that you do. Because why are you doing it? You know, you're doing it for a reason. That's to enjoy yourself, and it relaxes you. If it's not doing that, then it's not for you. So you got to find just to find that bit of enjoyment. I've been playing golf a bit recently, and it's like it's not an easy thing to start.
In the 19th hole?
In the 19th hole, yeah. But we did have a pint after, me and my dad, and I was saying to him, I go, it's the thing with this game is it's difficult to start, right? And the pain barrier that you go through, kind of embarrassment, if anything, because it's easy to do it to do it badly and wrong to begin with. But then over the 3 times now, I've been going, and I can hit the ball quite well now.
Oh, well done.
And it's like,
Show off.
I don't want to father the crazy golf.
But I know so many people who maybe count themselves out or give up at a point just because it's embarrassing or it wasn't very good and whatever. But that's not fatal, you know. Like that's not the end of your journey.
No.
Like so with things like this with colouring, all right, you do one which maybe think you're not happy with, but that's just the start of your journey, isn't it? That's just you're just on the path to, you know, and just enjoy those when you mess it up or whatever. Enjoy those moments because they're.
I mean, with the die cut, there's not much. I'm going to show you that now. There is not much you can do wrong with it. But this little card as well is a little pocket. So if you want to write a secret message on the back, or, just at another idea now, you could put a different scene on the back and it would still fit in your card. So I'm going to leave that one with you.
Like that sort of flipping the scene, you know, you could have like something if you run a little shop, you could have open and closed, or you could have on lunch or something like that as something, if you were doing a little stall or something like that.
Exactly.
This type of card is one I hadn't seen this type until
Neither
recently.
I
don't know. Until I did it. What is this? It is really good.
So there we are. That's what I'm going to make today to show you. So hopefully I can inspire some people. Like I say, I mean, there are other brands of alcohol markers out there that I know they're quite elitist. I think our marker pens, our alcohol markers, are kind of a hobbyist range. They're not an elite artist range, they're a hobbyist range. So, you know, if you've never done it before, you can still get an achievement with it. I'd love you to have a go. I'd love you to try. I'd love you to be posting your colouring. Maybe that's what we'll do one week. We'll have a showcase where we'll have a colouring theme.
Yeah, up for that.
Give it a go. Doesn't have to be marker pens. It could be anything you've got.
Could have the Nouveau colour pencils. You can have stuff from the kits. You know, like over time, you'll have bits and pieces to colour with. But give it a go. It's a good activity in the summer. You can sit outside and just do it in the garden or whatever, and you can just enjoy. Just try and find that inner zen. Yeah. That piece where you're just doing it for the enjoyment.
I've been known to take some stamped images on holiday with me with a box of pens. You can do it on the plane. You've got nothing sharp. They're not going to stop you as you go on.
Yeah.
You know, you can do it anywhere.
I'll sit in the bar. Up if you're there.
You'd be surprised.
I bet they do.
You'd be surprised. Everybody wants to know what you're doing. How do you do it? Where have you had it from? It's the same when I knit as well, and I'll knit on holidays. I had a lady on a beach one year run off with my knitting pattern, and I'm convinced she went off, photographed it, and brought it back to me. But that's another story. But there we are. I mean, you do strike up friendships just through a hobby. So where am I starting? My starting point is a 6-inch square piece of card. So that's 15 centimetres. So I'm going to have a little look where I want to pop this. So I'm still looking basically at my circle. So use your die to decide where you want an even edge. So I'm going to go there. Pop a little bit, as I move it. Pop a little bit of tape on to hold it. Have a little squidge around. I need to say a happy birthday as well today. I'm not sure whether he's going to be watching, but happy birthday, Andy. Hope you've had an awesome day.
Yeah, happy birthday, Andy.
Happy birthday.
That's Andy from the US. Yeah,
It is Andy from the US. So there we go. Just pop it through our tangerine. I'm not going to emboss it because you don't really need to. You can if you want to. Okay. So there's my die cut. Just take it off gently and give it a little bit of a tap. They're all cut through, but I've got a few tiny little bits that haven't popped out.
Ulrika says hello, but it's in German. Ulrika, someone will speak a little bit of German and be able to translate that for me.
Somebody put it in Google Translate.
Someone will sort me out with it. Sabine, where are you? Hallo, obviously Deutschland. Welch sift bunche is colouring. Something to do with colouring, but I'll get this. Someone will know. You're also clever.
Someone will translate it.
Yeah.
Right, take a piece of card. As you can see, this is the one I used earlier. Just pop it. This card is cut to fit my aperture because I don't want to colour on that bit. So just make sure you lift all your leaves forward and then pop your card in. And then you can keep it all nice and clean in the background. There we go. So I just have a pile of green pens and they've all got numbers. The lowest number is the palest and then they go up to the darkest.
Yeah, as Ulrika says, yes. So Cam has obviously translated for me, and it's the Nouveau alcohol marker. That's what they are.
There we are. Yes, these are alcohol markers. So I'm starting off with a 410 and I've got a 412. So again, you're going to see now I don't do anything spectacular with them at all. So I'm just colouring in some of these leaves. I've cut this into our ultra smooth paper. So I'm just going over the whole design. And I know you can all do this. I know you can.
Aisha, good afternoon. Yeah, she asked how we were. Yeah, we're all good, Aisha. I hope you're looking after yourself too. Just from meeting mum from work with the dogs, now just chilling and doing the same again tomorrow. That sounds all right. That sounds good.
So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to take 412, which is a little bit darker. This is the next one up. And I'm just going to draw some little veining, and as you can see, I'm not doing anything special. I'll hold it up now. Just a little bit of veining in the centre, and it doesn't look terribly spectacular, I can assure you. And then I'm going to go back then to the first colour I used. These colours, where some of the alcohol markers, they actually blend the colours. These layer the colours. So this will make it a little bit darker, but not too much. So I'm just going over and I'm literally just scribbling. I'm not doing anything special.
Joan's back with us. Joan, I haven't seen you on your ages.
Hello, Joan.
Hope you're good, Joan. I know you were feeling a bit under the weather. Hope you're feeling all right. And yeah, join us for a few shows. Hopefully you feel better. Your Tonic family's here for you, like. Yeah, who else? We've got Sharon's birthday's on September. So it's Joan's birthday on Friday. So happy birthday, Joan.
For Friday.
For Friday. We're back on Friday. Yeah, Friday we're going to do a kit make. I think we're going to do it in the morning again. So we'll do it 11 a.m. on Friday in the morning. And then we'll have some bundle deals on the weekend as well. Some cool stuff on there as well. Yeah, and then Monday we're off. So it's bank holiday again. It feels like we're having loads this year, doesn't it?
It does.
Why is it? It doesn't feel like this normally.
I've lost my days this week.
We're going to go around that again. Everyone is watching, not in the UK. Bank holiday is just a public holiday that everyone gets, apart from the poor souls who have to work. and that's it.
Mainly in the service and hospitality industry.
Service industries have to. But
some shops.
So, yeah, well, because people like to shop on bank holidays too. So, but yeah, the 9 to 5ers, a lot of people get it off in the UK. Ulrika says, thanks. You make wonderful work. The dye is beautiful. Oh, danke, Ulrika.
Right, so I'm going to put the lightest one down now, my 410, and I'm going to keep the 412 in my hand. So we're going to do the neck sleeves now with this colour. For many, many years, I've been the one who's worked a bank holiday.
I did it for ages as well.
It's nice not to have to do it. I didn't mind any of them other than Christmas and New Year.
Jolie's with us on YouTube. Loads of lovely people on YouTube. Hope you're all good. Very international as usual. So will you have these dies as a set or separate? Well, they'll be available. They'll have individuals on Friday, but they'll be available as a set if you want to buy all three then on Friday. I think the show times, I don't know off the top of my head, I think it's like 12 o'clock on Friday and then 6 p.m. I think it's something like that on Friday. But it'll be Jodie presenting and she'll go through all that, and that's on Create and Craft TV. It's a UK craft shopping channel, but they dispatch globally. So if you are in the US and you like the look of these dies, you can order them through Create and Craft, and they got good shipping for you as well. Carol's with us. Hi, Mr. Star. Oh, no need to catch up. Yeah, you can always watch these videos back. They're all uploaded, all the bits and pieces.
We haven't got far yet. I'm just too busy chilling here to even talk to you. Just enjoying.
Just
It's so easy, and as you can see, I am not doing anything very special. So I'm going up now to the next darkest colour, which is 416. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Add a little bit in the centre.
Christina, that'll be GMT, so UK time. That'll be on. Can you double check the time? Cam or Dan, can you double check the time? I think it's 12 and 6. I think it's 12 and 6 on Friday.
There we are, just blend that a little bit in.
You can watch online as well, by the way, so you don't have to be in the UK, you can watch it.
What are you doing?
Oh, don't worry, I think Dan's off with it now. He was just finding the show. Tell it.
12.
12, I was right on the 12.
12 is the first show. 12 and 6.
Yes!
Well done, you.
Yes, I can remember 2 numbers.
The proudest moment of my life.
So the next bit now, I'm keeping the darkest colour that I've used previously, which is 416. And I'm hoping I can inspire people to think, you don't have to have all the techniques, because you can see I don't have any techniques. And there is not a lot you can do wrong with a die cut, because you're colouring such a small little area. If you don't like it, then add a bit of glitter or add a little bit of something extra.
I say you can layer them, blend them. It's a bit different to aquaflows if you've got them. I
think you need a little bit more technique with them.
Yeah, where you pull the colour around. You're pulling the colour around with your aqua pen, or you're dabbing it around. But each are fun. Again, if it lets you get in the moment, then it's working.
Exactly.
You're doing the right thing. If you can just shut your mind off and just enjoy it, you're doing the right thing. Well, someone said to me, I need a new machine to cut these dies. Any recommendations other than a big shop? Well, our Tangerine machine, which is our die cut machine, it's been out of stock for a while, but I think it's back in this summer or so, we've been told. So you can wait around for that. There's other machines out there, but
I would say go for an A4 machine if you can.
If you are into our Tonic sort of more UK centric dies, then get an A4 machine, because we do some quite elaborate, detailed stuff with that. So if that's your thing, we do smaller dies and things like that as well for like a different sort of audience. But they're for everyone. There's no audience, isn't it, per se? It's just if you like it, enjoy it. But to maximise the dies that we do, probably A4 I'd say to go for. Oh wow, hello from sunny Swansea. These look great with Christmas flowers and foliage around the circles, and of course glitter. Georgina,
exactly.
Awesome. I love Swansea. Still good to watch. It's good for you to be back. I'm glad, Joe, because I did ask about you the other day on you. And I was like, where's Joan? I haven't seen you in a while. I know, same with Paula Canal. I know she's like busy with work and things. I think we've been there for some people in times in their life where they've been like off work or something like that. And then they go back, and hopefully just they can go on their way, and I know they're busy, but as long as they can still find time to craft and
But that's what brings a lot of people into crafting, that they've had a time where they've been poorly. Now that's all I'm doing now is dotting. I'm not doing anything else, so this is going to give more of a mottled effect. So I've used the 2 green colours. I've got 416 and 417. And then I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. And this is butterscotch. So I'm just going towards the ends of the leaves, because that's where they tend to do a little bit of yellow in first. So I'm literally just dotting. I'll hold it up now so you can have a little look.
Lou, from the sunny Isle of Wight. Did you see that guy on Britain's Got Talent, Lou? The one who was singing that song about the Isle of Wight. He did like a reggae version, I think it was, of the Isle of Wight.
Right.
There can't be that many people on the Isle of Wight. You probably know.
There's loads of people on the Isle of Wight.
How many people are on the Isle of Wight?
Loads.
I know it's not just you and him, but I mean there must have been.
So there's the start of it. So I've gone through all the colour greens, and the next bit now, they kind of looked a little bit ferny to me, these did. So I thought I would do those in browns, just to add a little bit of contrast. So we'll pop this back in.
Christina, yes, it is the large orange machine. It's pretty recognisable if you've seen it out there. Carol said, I did my first colouring last week. I loved it. I have no idea what I'm doing as regards to shading.
Doesn't matter.
I need to win the lottery to buy all the pens and inks, and I have to set everything. That's it. It doesn't matter. You take time. There's loads of tutorials out there. You know, if you're just getting to start, and they go from beginner. You know, you've just picked up a pen for the first time, all the way, and they take you on that journey. There's so many tutorials and bits and pieces out there. But that's the cool thing about the modern age that we're in. It's just you can find, from putting up a shelf to colouring to doing whatever, you can find a tutorial where, and if you don't like the tutorial, there'll be another 20 other that you can just watch and take you through it. So yeah, you know, don't consider that the stumbling block. You don't need, you know, expensive classes or anything like that. You just watch on there and just get out there and try it.
So again, I'm just literally covering the die cut because these are quite fine, and then I'm going to put a few little dots on these again, just to bring in a little bit of depth and a little bit of colour. But again, I don't think I've got any techniques here. I'm sure any one of you out there could achieve exactly the same as I'm achieving here. So I've got 477, that was 466, and this is 477, but this is lighter. So I'm just doing a little bit of dotting. This is one of the skin tone colours.
Lou, about the Isle of Wight, there was a guy on Britain's Got Talent, and he did a reggae version of a song about the Isle of Wight. He must have been all over the news in the Isle of Wight. Has he got his own newspaper, Lou? How many people are on the Isle of Wight? Like, in my mind now, it's just a...
I went to the Isle of Wight, the last time I was there, I was 16. And I'd actually gone there with Andrew and his mother and father, with Andy.
Cool. That's cool.
That was the last time we were there. So there we go. There's my colouring finished. And it hasn't taken me that long. I mean, I know, like I said to you earlier, don't compare. Just enjoy what you're doing. I've sat here, I've enjoyed doing this. I'm sure if I did it more and more times, then I would improve a lot more. But this is a starting point for you, and I know you can all do this. Right, so where do we go from here? Got my layers. So I've got avocado green, and I've also got our copper pearlescent card. How am I going to stick this down? Now there's a knack to sticking this, because I want it to be a pocket. So I'm going to use a little bit of tape on the bottom, because if I put glue along there, it could possibly spread, and I don't want it to. So when I find the end here, so along the bottom, I am going to put a little bit of tape. So this is our tissue tape.
Everyone's loving the tutorial. Yeah, great tutorial. It says Enid. Joan says, going to get these dies and try colouring in. Love them, Alison. You're doing a good job. That's from Joan.
Oh, thank you, Joan.
Yeah, thanks, Joan. yeah, lots of people on YouTube as well, like enjoying it. Yeah, if you do feel like there's two convos going on, that's because we're live on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you can't see some of the comments that I'm reading, I'm not just making them up and just saying, "Oh, it's a lovely card, Alison." There are people actually saying that there for you.
Well, we know you have these moments.
I do. Honestly, there are loads of lovely comments for you.
Right, so you want to separate your leaves from the back in now, because you're going to need to glue. If you look from the front, your leaves are going to be loose for now because that's going to be the front of your pocket, but you want the background to be flat. So I'm popping a little bit of glue right up to the edge, but only a tiny bit. This is why I didn't glue the base, because I didn't want any spread of glue.
So it's the anniversary of the Manchester.
It's 2 years, and I can't believe it's 2 years.
I know that concert, like with there, that was one of the most amazing things I've seen. Like when like a city coming together like that. It just makes you that's a proud to be British moment. Just like that's it. And big thanks. You were a part in that, in looking after people that day, Sarah. So yeah, big thanks from us.
There we go. So I've got a little bit. I'm going to take the little bit off the bottom for my tape. Because I want to make sure I've got it in the right position before I stick those down. Okay, whoops. So I've got a little border. So this layer is 6 inches or 15 centimeters. The next layer then is 6 1/4, and then I've gone up then to 6 1/2 for the next one. Or you could go up in ½ centimeter increments. So just make sure you've stuck everything down. But we're going to pop this. Oops, I don't want it to glue onto these. So I'm just going to slide this in to make sure it doesn't dry. There we are. Okay, so my next bit now. Make sure that, oops. I caught a little bit there. There we go. Right. My next bit, I've got a piece of card. Now this is, I got to think now. I think it is. It's 5 1/4 inches. So that will be 13, just over 13 centimeters by 5 1/2 inches, which is 14 centimeters. So that is the size that fits the pocket. So the width is 13 centimeters, so it's just under the 5 1/4. That is your pocket size. Your length can be as big as your card is, so it's just that width you're going to look at.
Oh yeah, if you did hear any cackling, you'd be, it's a good guess to say it was Karen cackling, but it was actually Roxanne, who works in accounts. You can just hear her in the background. I don't really know why she's. Cameron, if you watch it,
she's just popping down.
Tell her to, yeah.
Right, so I'm using the die that I've cut. I'm making sure that it's level. So make sure your card is level on all sides. Have a little look that your die is level. Bring it down a little bit. And I'm looking at the sides here to say they are about in the right place. So then I'm going to take a pencil and just draw around.
Justine said, I wonder if they were laughing at the joke I posted. No, it was a laugh. It wasn't a groan, Justine. So I'm pretty sure that she didn't hear that. But she's properly going.
She's having a good giggle there.
Is the glue back in stock? The Nouveau Deluxe is.
It is.
It's back on there. You can check the website. Gabrielle is with us. Lou is with us. So yeah, they can hear Roxanne laughing.
I've taken a little post-it and I've taken my sheet, popped a little die on the top to make sure I've got the sticky bit, and that is going to be my moon. So we'll We'll pop that about there. What have I got next? I have got a couple of Nuvo inks. So don't just think of them as stamping. You can blend with them as well. The only thing you can't do with them is move the colour with water. It doesn't happen. So what I've got here is Amber Ochre, Carrot Stick and Panama Rose. So I'm going to start off with the Amber Ochre. So I've got my little diddy brushes and I'm just going to load it with a little bit of ink. Just give it a little dab and just go lightly back and forth.
Dee asking about the tangerine machine. You can buy it from the Tonic Studio store, but it's just we're getting more made at the moment. So we only do a limited number of them. It's a fairly limited edition out there. So when they're made, they'll be on the website, US or UK, wherever you are. But you can order from Europe if you are around there too. Someone said, totally missed the beginning. What's the leafy dies? The leafy dies are our new dies, which are going on Friday, 12 and 6 on Create & Craft TV.
There we are. You can load them up for there.
Yeah.
Oops.
Do them to the side if they get a bit of double.
There we are.
There you go. So beautiful. So yeah, I've done it's a decorative sort of edges, but you've got lots of kind of magical butterflies, sort of nice summery designs, really detailed. If you do want to watch back Ali going through all the ins and outs of them, you can watch the start of the video, and they're all there. We'll upload it later, but yeah, loads and loads of info to come on the social pages as well, all about them. Yeah, really detailed, fresh set. Yeah, really like nice and vibrant.
Well, I think we've gone from spring to summer, and some of these will even take you into autumn.
We do sell our plates separate. They are on the site as well. You've probably got more chance of getting the plates at the moment than you do the machine. So yeah, if you do go on there, we do a cutting plate, top plate, green plate, that's embossing plate as well. Yeah, we do a mat as well, embossing mat to go with it.
We do.
And they're the plates that you need.
Raspberry plate.
Raspberry plate.
There we are. Just keep going back and forwards until you're happy with the colour. So I'm kind of going for a gentle sunset. I don't want it to overpower the front of my card because obviously this is going to the background. So I've used the carrot stick, and the next one then I'm going to is the Panama Rose. And again, I've not done anything complicated here. You know, I literally am just dragging this brush backwards and forwards. I've got even pressure. It kind of picks up a little bit of colour on the edges naturally. So you've got a little bit more shading on the edges, which I like. I mean, if you don't like that, you can put a border around it. You can put a little bit of masking tape. So it keeps a little border. Entirely up to you what you want. It's your card. You enjoy it.
Replacement pads for the door, but they shouldn't be too far away. They're out of stock at the moment. You guys have just bought everything basically. We're trying to restock a lot of the stuff, and a lot of the big sellers that we've had recently, and they're out there. We'll also, for next month's sale as well, we'll have some cool stuff on there. Add stuff to that. You'll have loads of bargains on some cool craft products. So whatever your project, we'll have something for you on there.
There we are. So there's my, whoops, hold it the right way up, Al. There's my moon in place, and it's got a little bit of a halo around it as your sun or your moon would, but it's a little bit stark. So I'm not going to put any more ink on you. I'm just going to go over very, very lightly and just keep going backwards and forwards, and that'll be enough just to take the starkness of the white out of it.
It's awesome. This might just my sort of thing. This I've seen, like, I love.
Well, I
seeing
thought
stuff
I would
like
give
that.
you a little bit of an education.
There you go. You give it to me. Awesome.
So I've done exactly the same here. I die cut the dies, and I'm just going to trim them. So I'm literally going around the edge of this circle and just cutting everything out. Again, No skill required.
Sharon's saying, yeah, dyeing machines are becoming electric, or must be in the US. I know what Sharon is. I don't mind the cranking. Yeah, lots of people like love a man. Like ours is a manual machine. But it's kind of the whole part of craft. It's like if you can't, then you've got dexterity issues, and an electric machine is perfect for you. And we wouldn't say anything otherwise. But yeah, it's a nice. Just a nice tactile nature of it, just being able to crank it, feel the cracking of the plates like going through. That's just as much part of it, you've got to enjoy doing it.
Yeah, so there we are, there's our leafy border. But again, if you wanted to do this as a Christmas card, thinking forward again, because it won't be long before we'll be thinking of Christmas, these could be done in silvers, whites and blues. A little bit of snow on the leaves and your Christmas sentiment in the centre. So I don't think, you don't think that they're just for one occasion. A little bit of glue all over. I'm just dotting it around. And this will sit then onto the top of my little arc here. And as we said earlier, you could put a different scene on the back. You could put... We've got a sun here, sunset. You could put a night sky on the back. Or you could put, what else could you put on it? You could put secret messages on it as well, right?
You could do like you could have something on the back. You could do like shooting stars. I'm sure there's a tutorial there, like,
Jen does an awesome galaxy.
Yeah.
Jen Galaxy on the back.
Jen and her galaxies. That's what everyone's like. She is. It's funny. Like she's
like the Diane of
She's made that her own the galaxy stuff. Like no one does. Check out Jen Cray. I think it's paper and stuff on Facebook. She does some awesome stuff like that.
There we go.
Dan, could you have a look at that? There you go, Tarman.
So there's our top. So for our sentiment, I have used our strip sentiments, and it is here somewhere. Oh, it's over here. So I've used hello in our strip sentiments, and again I've taken the colours from my layering cards. So this is going to go across the middle. I've already glued the two layers together, so I'd save a little bit of time. Let's see how we're doing for time actually. I think we're okay.
We're good, yeah, got 10 minutes.
That's alright, plenty of time. So glue that across the middle and just chop the edges off.
Sharon said, oh, exactly. I lose electricity frequency frequently. An electronic machine would be a high dollar paperweight without electricity. That is it. That's what I mean. If it ever
yeah, you don't want that.
If the end of the world comes, right, and
we'll still be crafting.
And you'll still be crafting. Everyone will be coming to your door for the manual machine while they're all, my e-boss doesn't work. It's like, well, don't worry, I got you covered.
So there you go. There's the front of your card all done. I've got my card blank. Make sure I'm not making an Australian card.
What's an Irish card?
Could be an Irish card as well today.
That's Catherine when we see it.
What's an Irish card, Catherine?
What's an Irish card? Deco idea. Put a pocket on the back of the slider for a gift card. Yeah, exactly.
You could.
Cool.
There you go. This could be the inside of your card with the pocket.
Carol, the inks we were using this was Panama Rose. These all come in one set, or are they separate things?
I'm not. No,
Carrot
I think
stick.
Amber Ochre is definitely the new Woodland Walk range.
And Amber Ochre, they come in packs of 3. They do. So you can look on the website and you can see them, and they got ink. But all the colours go together, beautiful. Like we've mixed up a few.
I have mixed up a few.
But you'll have them as a set, and we do them with our trends. They usually come out with trends. Is like we do a few a year where we have a new range of Nouveau products which all go within the same sort of colour scheme and style. So we'll have one coming up soon again. Come to see you after the apocalypse. We'll be with you, Sharon.
We will be.
Well, people will be with us as well. We'll have we'll stock up those, and the zombie horde will be looking for our tangerine machines.
Right, so now I've got my little dragonfly. He's looking a little bit naked there, so we'll add a little bit of colour. So I've got 363, which is our tropical ocean, and again I'm literally just scooting my pen across. I'll hold it up now, and I'm not doing anything in particular. This is what I want you to see, that you can achieve it. I haven't done anything special there at all. I've literally just gone across it with a pen. So I'm going to do a little bit further up now, and I'm going over some of what I've already done. And this is 369, the Tuscan Teal.
John says, I've not got those dies there on the website. If you're talking about the hello, it should be. It's a strip sentiment. So it's a. If you type in strip sentiments, you'll find them. It's got like a long backing bit, and you can trim them down to whatever you want. But yeah, quite cool, modern style to them. Jodie says, looking lovely. The card makes me feel like the beach under palm trees. Yeah,
that's good. Again, you could do a beach scene there. One side could be a beach scene. So we've got a little bit of purple now, and this is the blueberry muffin, and it's 443.
If you did it all as a circle, you could have it spinning maybe, couldn't you? And then do like sun and day and night, like a sort of thing as well.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going then.
What did you think of?
I don't know. If you had it all as a circle, I was thinking.
If you had it all as a circle, it would. I don't know.
So I've got a little bit of Old Navy there, which is 431, and I'm just going to drag a little bit of the blueberry muffin through the centre and down to the tail. If you've done a colour and you think, oh, I really don't like that colour, you can go over it with these pens as well. Doesn't matter if it's a darker colour. If I show you here,
go and look at your colours. Go online. Like if you've ever seen one of me and Dan's craft battles, you would see frequently that the colour choices I make aren't always the best for the card, for the outcome. So what I do is what I should be doing, like you said to me the other day, is looking at those swatches. I used to look on Pinterest and give a colour.
Exactly.
So each of your butterflies, you can make sure you get it right by just colour matching. I'm not sure
I've picked. Oh, I haven't taken the sticky off this one. I haven't used this end. I'm not sure I've picked your right colour there. I'll go through the middle as well. There we are. So I've gone over 3 colours there. So I think I've probably saturated the card a little bit. But you can see the yellow has gone over 2 colours, and you can still see the yellow.
It's gold more than
it is gold. It's a goldy. It's butterscotch yellow. So if you don't like it, you can always go over it. Or there is a blender pen, and that will take the colour out. So there's lots of options. You know, if you think, oh, I'm a little bit uncertain, just don't be. Just give it a go. So now I have got our glitter gloss pen. I've given it a little bit of a shake to make sure I've moved all the glitter. And again, I'm literally just colouring over the top. And it's a very, you know, if you like a sheen but you don't like a glitter, that is what the glitter gloss does for you. I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to see. There's a wet one and there's a dry one. I don't know. Ooh, I'm trying to wave my arm around you to see if you can get it. I don't know if you're able to see the sheen on there.
Give your hand a little tilt. 45 degrees. Come on. No, you're not tilting enough.
It's going to drop off the bottom.
Come on, go back, pull back like a digger. No, JCB, go.
I'm not sure you're going to pick it up, no matter what O says here. So I've got my little dragonflies and a little bit of glue. So the only bit of glue I'm going to pop is down the centre of his body and tail, because I want the wings to be free. I didn't put the backing panel on these dragonflies because I wanted them to be quite light, quite airy, but you can pop it on if you want to.
Jolie says the white cardstock craft perfect. Yeah,
perfect. It's ultra smooth.
All the card is on here, and someone says with these as well, with the dragonflies and bits like that, because you can just test them on paper. Like or just create them after, and if you colour match them on, then you think that doesn't work, you don't have to glue it.
Go on to the official
Tonic Facebook group.
Tonic official Facebook group. There's a chart you can download there with all the colours of the pens. I would advise the pens you've got, colour them in, and then you can colour match them to your papers, your drops, and everything else you want to use then.
Yeah, we're going to move over all the downloads and stuff. They're going to go on the website soon as well.
Right, okay.
So if you're not on Facebook, you know, you can get them there. They're all there. But we'll put a download section on the website so everyone can find them.
So there's our card, all done and dusted.
Awesome. Done. On there.
So hopefully, oh, wrong way. There we go. Hopefully you'll give it a go. And again, just don't be afraid.
Go on, slide it out and slide it back in. Just to get the effect. No, your thing.
Oh, the thing.
That's like the pièce de résistance.
There you go. So it will come out, and then you just pop it back in.
Awesome, I love it.
And we've managed to do 2 cards that are not.
You don't do that anymore, Al.
Oh, I do sometimes.
300 lives in or whatever.
I do sometimes. Sometimes we want to do that though. We want a different achievement.
But you could change up the colour scheme completely. You know, like
you could.
You can get like, but it's a lovely layout and card.
Definitely
awesome.
Change it. You know, you could do whether it's all blues in the sky. Pick up the blues from the Dragonfly that I've coloured, and make it all blues and turquoises and a little bit purpley. Easy to change.
That's it. You can create these, Nouveau markers then. So if you're anyone looking for those, get them on our website, tonic-studios.co.uk if you're in anywhere outside the UK, USA, and tonic-studios.com if you're in the USA. So that's Europe, everywhere, Australia, Japan, we got you covered.
They're a really reasonably priced pen if you're starting, I think. There's a good range of colours that you can have a play with as well.
That's it, beginner to intermediate.
Exactly.
These have got you there. Jodie says, Dragonfly wings can have acetate underneath as well. It's a unique look.
Can.
Yeah,
they can.
All these creative designs that you would maybe seen on Our Lives or elsewhere, you can incorporate, and especially with butterflies and those kind of things, you see some awesome stuff with it.
Exactly.
Shimmer powders, get your shimmer powders out and try them there. Your drops, all that stuff. So
you can cut 3 of them, bend them in half. You bend your Dragonfly in half. I'm not damaging him. We'll probably chop the tail off mine. Bend him in half and then put 3 together. So you've got one that way, one facing that way, and another one that goes over the top. And then you've got more depth to it then. They tend to pop up easier.
Cool, cool 3D one. Lovely God, we'll try colouring when I get the dice. Yeah, Joan, do, and make sure check in with us, Joan, and watch. We're back on. Why did Tonic USA got the new pens and we haven't? I don't know. It may be that they're not haven't been released in the UK yet. There's sometimes some things get released in the USA before the UK. We'll check what they are. It could be that they're out of stock. But if it's a specific pens that you're looking for, just email support@tonic-studios.com and we'll just chuck it on there, and if we've got it, and it'll be all good. Friday, we're doing a kit make, aren't we? 11 a.m. It's going to be it's going to be what we do on Fridays now. We have to have a brunch to finish the week, and awesome, brilliant. Thank you all for your lovely comments. Thanks for joining us. Some fun. Joseph joined the Facebook group. You'll get accepted now. Cameron's in the other room now. He's clicking accept. I'm sure he is. Brilliant. Hope you all have a lovely evening and enjoying yourself. Hope you enjoyed the make today. Awesome make, Gal. And you can check these dies out. They're launching Friday, 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. UK time on Create and Craft TV with Jodie on TV.
And the team have done some amazing designs.
Brilliant cards again, and all the inspiration, they'll be going on the Tonic blog, and they'll be going on the official Tonic Facebook group and on Pinterest as well. So if you do want to save some designs for when your dies arrive, it's all there to do. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great evening from us. We'll see you tomorrow for the daily, and then Friday for live. See you soon, everyone. Bye bye.